Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another trade recap. Today is April 30th. Today is a Thursday. And as you'll see by the title, yes, I took a loss today. Now, as you'll see by the screen, I went long right here. As you'll see my execution, I went long, but as you see, it didn't work out until after I had lost and we ended up going to all my draws. So in a sense, I was kind of right, but I was just early. Sorry guys, I've had a cough recently. I don't know what's up with me. But yeah, let's go to get into the trade. I mean, to be honest, like I'm not mad at my draws. It's like there's some things that I can tweak, and for sure there's a lot of things I can learn from this loss that I took. So this might be a lengthy video, but let's just go ahead and get into it. But before that, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all go follow me on TikTok. I do be more active on there, like I say every video. And yeah, let's get into it. So honestly, today I was leaning towards bullish, and just because we're like at all-time highs, right? We've been at all-time highs all the last, pretty much all month, pretty much. We've been at all-time highs. We've just been pushing up, and that's what I expected today. It's same thing. So we go over here to the daily. So let me go to remove my drawings. So the daily, we're in this daily gap right here, right? So I had that marked out pre-market. I was like, okay, we could go there. We're already in here. We could push up from there and target all-time highs. I'm like, that seems like a good idea. Okay, go down to the 4 hour. Chop, nothing really on the 4 hour. Hourly, I'm gonna go up here so I can fix this. Hourly, same thing, nothing on the hourly really. I don't think so. Yeah, this is at 10. Yeah, so nothing on the hourly. Same thing, nothing, right? So then this is where we get into it. So we go to the 15-minute, right? So let me go turn my drawings back on. So this green line right here, or this green box, was the daily gap. As y'all see, the daily gap. So we did have good draws, both sides. We had London low right here, previous day low, right? Then we also did have um, data highs as well, because we did have news today. We had data highs, and we also had Asia high as well from yesterday, right? We did have SMT overnight, which caused this dump this morning. So we did have SMT, and that's what we dumped, right? But even then, still, I was still leaning more towards bullish simply because, like I said, we're at all-time highs, right? So for now, I'm gonna go to remove this daily gap, okay? So what I do remember is, so right now it's like 3 o'clock. The market's already closed. I did this trade earlier, but from what I remember is we did have this hourly gap that I wanted to see get traded into, right? This gap right here, if I can drag it, bet. So we had this hourly gap, right? So at open, we started to dump, right? We started to dump at open. I'm like, okay, cool. So let me go and go to bar replay so I can show you what I'm seeing. Okay, bar replay. Let's go to 9:15 right here. Boom. So this is right at open, right? This is what the market looked like at open. Okay, right here, 9:30. So now let's go to the 1 minute right here. 1 minute, so y'all can actually see my entry, right? So this is the hourly down here. This red box you're about to see is a 5 minute gap that was formed after we dumped. Okay, so this is market open. We just start pushing down, right? Boom, straight displacement. Okay, tap that gap. We're just going down, right? Still going down. So at this point, I'm looking at it like, okay, we could be bearish until we tap this gap. And I was like, okay, I want to see longs now, right? So boom, we keep skipping. Boom, we tap this gap. Still respecting these gaps, right? Boom. Still going down lower. Still going down lower, right? Still, right? We're just going down lower, pushing lower, right? And this is where I fuck up at. So we're still doing that. We're still pushing down lower. Boom. Start pushing up, right? And at this time, I think there's already a 5 minute made. Yeah, so this 5 minute has been made already, as y'all see, right? This 5 minute got made. So I want to see a trade into this 5 minute and even through the 5 minute. But I was going to go break even at this 5 minute, okay? Now, after a big displacement like this is my first thing. After a big displacement like this, what I can learn from is, yeah, we dumped crazy. This 1 hour gap is not going to push us up higher, right? It's not going to cause this whole reversal move, right? It's not going to do that. So I was thinking it was. I don't know why. I was thinking it was. And we keep going. Boom, we're displacing now. And I get in. We push up. I think we tapped this gap right here, if I'm not mistaken. We tap this gap, and boom. You see this reaction. Great reaction. I got it right here. It's going to be an early break even at this 5 minute gap, right? At this 5 minute gap, it was going to be an early break even. And I was going to ride it to 9:30 high up here, right? That was the plan. That's what I was going to do, right? So now we go down to the 5 minute. I'm going to show you where I messed up at. So right here, as y'all see on ES, this is the same 5 minute. What do? Tap it, create SMT. We done on NQ. Okay, go back down right here to the 1 minute. As you see, SMT. And I got immediately stopped right after that. Immediately stopped. And honestly, that was my fault, right? I should have noticed that we had tapped the 5 minute on ES, and this would have probably saved me from actually fading this move. And honestly, I might have even, honestly, I don't know. I can only say it's like hindsight now that I'm actually doing the trade review. But I could have taken this 1 minute right here because I think after this it ended up playing right. Boom, come back up, and then I think we end up going lower from here if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we come back up to the swing high. Yeah, and then we end up going lower from here. So um, that's one of the things I learned was this was the reason for the loss was right here we had SMT at the highs right into the 5 minute, which is where I was gonna go break even at. But another thing too is like I said, when we have a full like displacement like this, especially on the 5 minute, look at this 5 minute candle, right? We're displacing crazy. There's no reason for us to reverse right here, right? There's like no narrative behind it. What I mean by is there was no like liquidity sweep. There was no SMT at the lows with like a high time frame like session liquidity, right? There was no like London low still hasn't got taken, right? We have no SMT on ES, still hasn't got taken on ES. Like there's no guaranteed reason that we're gonna fully reverse after this big displacement move and come all the way back up here. That's the first reason why I believe I lost because of that. There's no narrative pushing that, right? Yeah, it was good displacement, but it was just a fake out, right? If anything, if there probably wasn't this SMT, it would probably would have hit the 5 minute and then reversed even more, to take out liquidity. So that's where I first messed up at that, and then of course the SMT. So those are the two things that I can learn from this. I mean, if I would have seen this, like in hindsight, if I would have seen this SMT, with this 5 minute, I low key, I'm not even kidding. I probably would have taken this because my thought process is okay. If we're gonna keep going higher, right? If we're gonna keep going higher, we would come tap this 5 minute and then like go through it. But we're obviously not. We're holding this, great displacement on the 1 minute, and then from there it's just straight to London low. So going to skip. We end up coming back up a little bit, and then we end up going to London low, right here. So this now, and as y'all see, right after we take out London low, right here, this is when we start the move. So this is what I mean from why I lost. I should have waited for a liquidity sweep, especially after displacement like this. When there's a big displacement like this, I have to see either one, a liquidity sweep, or SMT from a liquidity sweep on ES or NQ, SMT plus inside a higher time frame gap. And this one, yeah, we're inside the hourly, yeah, we're inside the daily, but there was no liquidity sweep. There was no SMT. So there's no reason for us to reverse right there at that hourly that I had marked out, which is why I took the loss. I should have been more patient. I should have seen, okay, we're displacing crazy. We're respecting every bearish gap. Even though we tapped this hourly, we're still going down lower, right? Yeah, we have this smooth displacement, but we haven't swept anything. So there's no reason, it's not warranted for us to go back up to those highs, right? Especially through this big displacing 5 minute gap, right? There's no reason why we're going to go through there with no, liquidity sweep. But as you see, we sweep London low. And what do we do from there? Boom. I think we come back down one more time. Yeah, one more time. Come back down one more time. And then boom. And then we go from there. I think this was the move after that. When I'm just pushing up from there. As you'll see, yeah, and then we just go. And we're going to go into all my draws all the way up here to 500. So, I mean, those are the two things I can learn from that. One, I didn't notice the SMT. If I don't notice this, I probably would have faded it. And two, anytime especially two, the second one, this is the most important one that I learned from this. I got to add this to my journal because I didn't add it. I just added this SMT part. My bad, guys. My bad. But, and number two, if we have a strong displacement like this in a 5 minute, 15 minute, whatever, we have strong displacement, we're not going to reverse back, reverse back just because we tap an hourly with no SMT and no sweep of liquidity. We're not just going to do that, right? We're not going to do that. I should have been patient and waited for the liquidity sweep because then we swept London, right? We swept London. We had SMT at the lows as well with London, right? This is everything I just said, right? What would work? We swept London, SMT, and then what happened? The move happened, right? The move finally happened. So I got to be more patient. This is what I learned from it. I got to be more patient, especially like displacement like this on the 5 minute. I have to be more patient and wait for liquidity sweep or, SMT inside of a higher time frame gap. There was no SMT, no liquidity sweep, which is why I lost, right? This could have been avoided too if I would have, noticed this SMT at the 5 minute, but, I'm like that's a good learning point. But I'm more worried about this other part about waiting for the liquidity sweep. That's what I need to wait for. I'm not mad at it. I'm break even on the week. Took one win on I think it was Monday or Tuesday, whatever day I posted that video last, and then I took a loss today. So I'm break even on the week. I think I might be up like $20. I don't know, $20, but it is what it is. That's what I learned from this. It's not a bad loss. It's just little things that I can tweak that keep adding. So you're learning every day, day by day. That's why you journal, you make these videos, you go over your trade recaps because Even when you lose, you can still learn. And for sure, that's why I'm glad I lost this. Even though it's kind of hurts, it sucks. I'm glad I lost this because this can teach me, for future references, right? What I just said, what I can look for in the next trades, in the next couple trades. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything else. I mean, that's pretty much everything I got. I mean, yeah, guys. Now we're back at all time highs. So we'll see if we catch anything. We ended up making the move all the way. So as you'll see, all the way we ran all the way up, and boom, took out the draw. So I'm trying to think if there's anything. I feel like I'm forgetting something that I'm gonna say. Uh, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for this video. Very informative. It's pretty lengthy, but I just want to, I want to teach y'all while I'm teaching myself as well, just so I can help y'all as well. Um, like I said, losses are part of the game. Like not everybody has 100% win rate, right? You can still learn, tweak some things from your strategy, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I want to keep getting better. That's why I'm gonna post everything. I'm gonna show y'all, the wins, the losses, everything. I'm showing y'all because, like I said, when I lose, I can learn something from it. When I win, I can still learn something from it, right? And I just want to show you that if I can do it, y'all can do it. Trust me, because there's so many times where I didn't think I can do it, and now I'm here doing it, right? So the point is, I just want to be so transparent with y'all to where like I'm posting my wins, my losses, and very informative. You know, y'all learning from my videos. Like I kind of went on this rant. I didn't to get off topic. I kind of went on this rant on TikTok the other day about I see some creators, pretty famous creators that just fucking buy evals, and just full port them. No real strategy, gambling, and they have a good following, and they're making all their money off affiliate codes, right? And they're not providing no real value, no real info, and that's what kind of rubs me the wrong way. Is like I come on here every day being fully transparent. I show y'all my trade over logins. I show y'all everything. Um, just so I can be transparent, just so y'all can learn and just do this the right way. There's people out here that just get on here trading, gambling, make it look fun, so they can run up affiliate codes, and that's the way they're paying. Grow social media, and that's the way they can pay their bills or whatever. Guys, I came into the trading space to learn how to trade and make money from trading simply. I'm only doing the social media stuff just to teach y'all, just for my own memories. I'm not doing it to rinse affiliate codes. Yeah, when the time comes and I get a popular, of course I'm gonna do that. But I'm not starting off just showing y'all like being degenerate and blowing my accounts, just doing dumb shit and posting those videos and not even really trying, just posting those for engagement and clickbaiting and all that. Like, I don't want to do any of that, guys. I want to just be fully transparent and teach y'all the right way to trade, the right way, and just be 100% transparent. Like I tell you, I see people on here on TikTok, especially on TikTok, just doing dumb shit for trading, and it's getting hella views just so they can run up affiliate codes, grow their TikTok, grow their YouTube, sell courses. And like, bro, that's just so corny to me, bro. Like, of course, there's a time where I want to do that and sell mentorship, but right now, I'm trying to just build my foundation and show y'all that it's possible. That if I can do it, y'all can do it. And that's the main thing is why I have these social media accounts. Cause I'm not a big social media person, but I'm doing it because I want to document this. I want to document me getting better. I want to document me learning, teaching y'all, what I learned from, just to help y'all. And that's what I want to do. So enough of that rant. I'm gonna keep showing up every day, keep posting these trade recaps, and be fully transparent with y'all because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Make sure y'all go follow me on TikTok, like I said, at Tone Trades. I do be more active on there. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And again, I'm sorry, I know this is a pretty lengthy video, but there's a lot of good information in this video. I learned a lot from this. So, not all these are gonna be this long, but I'm sorry this one had to be this long. If you made it this far, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Make sure you leave a like. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the next one.